Hello everyone. So today we will discuss about the hearing loss. So first of all, you should know what is the hearing loss. The hearing loss when a person are not able to sound wave. Okay. So in a scientifically, the hearing loss is caused by the dysfunctioning of the inner ear, the cochlear auditory nerve, or the brain damage. This kind hearing loss is normally due to the damage here cell in cochlea and the human grow under the and human grow older the hair cell loss some of their function and the hairy deteriorations. Okay, so the hearing loss means if there any function are dysfunctioning whether the inside of the ear or the externally auditory pathway or if according to their human grow their age for due to of the loss of the physiological functioning the hearing is the deterioration. So they both are a cause of the hearing loss. Okay? So first of all is the hearing loss. It is one of the major auditory problems. Okay, the hearing loss is also known as the hearing impairment. Is a partially and total inability of the hearer. Whether the person has a partially gets the sound, or whether the person has a completely lost their hearing. Okay, the risk factor who having a more risk, who having a family history of the sensory neural impairment, okay, who having a congenital malformation of the cranial structure of the ear, the cranial structure of the ear, for example, in the cochlear auditory nerve, okay, then the low birth weight. In a low birth weight babies, very tiny hair cells are present if the baby are exposed in the high nostril environment that will be damaged or creating the hearing loss in a newborn baby with a low birth weight babies. Use of the ototoxic medication. Ototoxic means the hearing toxic effect on the ear or its nerve supply. If the mother of the if the baby are taking any kind of or any adult are taking any kind of the toxic substance which are damaged or which are affect to their nerve or in their ear also. Then next one is a recurrent ear infection. If the person having continuously recurrent ear infection, like continuously, sometimes they are suffering from the itching, any kind of the pus formation. Okay, the bacterial meningitis. The meningitis is an inflammation of the meninges layer of the brain. It is also cause the loss of the hair in the inner ear, which lead mild to medium hearing loss. Okay, chronic exposure to loud noise. If the person are working in any environment, for example, if the person is a carpenter, if the person are the plumbing, if the person are the working in the coal mine, because the external environment is the fully high noise, so they are continue exposing with the high noise environment, which are also affecting to their hearing. Okay. Then the perforation of the tympanic membrane. The perforation means any hole, and whether the small hole, whether the large hole is depend upon the size of the hole. If the small hole, then the partially hearing loss, and the large hole, so sometimes it's a completely hearing loss. Then now we will discuss about the types of the hair loss. The first one is the conducting hair loss. Second one the sensorineural loss. Third one the mixed hearing loss. Mixed means the conduction and the sensorineural both hearing loss. And the fourth one is the functioning hearing loss. Okay, so one by one we will discuss about the conducting hearing loss. So conducting hearing loss is a problem transferring the sound wave Transmitting the sound wave anywhere along in the pathway through the outer and the tympanic membrane or the middle ear, that is the conducting hearing loss. Okay, when the external sound will not be produced through the when the sound wave actually will not be carried through the pathway, the pitch pathway with your external air pathway will not catch a properly sound and will not convert it to the inner side. Okay, this is the conducting hearing loss. In another way, usually result from an external air disorder. Okay, external air means जो आपका pathway है जिसके थ्रू आपका जो sound wave, जो external sound wave वो catch होके internal में convert हो रही है. Okay, such as the impaired settlements of the middle ear disorder. अगर किसी person को middle ear disorder है, such as the otitis media or otosclerosis. Okay. Then another one, the transmission of the sound by the air to the inner ear is interrupted. I told you ना कि जो आपका external wave है, यानी external जो sound है, वो क्या है interrupt हो रहा है inner ear में go through होने के, जिसकी वजह से क्या proper sound कैचअप नहीं हो पाया मीन्स प्रॉपरली जो साउंड आना चाहिए या जितनी वेव से इतना वॉल्यूम से वो आना चाहिए इतना वॉल्यूम से वो कैचअप नहीं हो पा रहा है. ठीक है. Now the sensory hearing loss. The sensory hearing loss means it involves the damage to cochlear or the vestibular nerve. The sensory hearing loss is a damage in your inner cell like your cochlear or the vestibule. Okay. Now the mixed hearing loss. Mixed means the external pathway and the internal pathway. The external pathway which are catching the sound waves and the internal pathway which are converting the sound waves. Both are the loss that is calling a mixed hearing loss. It involves the both conductive hearing loss that is the external sound waves catching and the sensory hearing loss that means your internal ear parts are damaged. Okay, like your cochlea and the vestibule, resulting from the dysfunction of the ear and the bone conduction. Now we will discuss about the functioning hearing loss. The functioning, it is also common as a psychological hearing loss. So, for example, if the person is suffering from any anxiety and the fear, also we are feeling this hearing loss in a day-to-day life. For example, if I'm having a fear, तो जनरली हम क्या करते हैं जो भी हम लोग कोई बात कर रहे हैं हम जनरली उसको अवॉइड करते हैं. So that means we are not utilizing properly our hearing aids to catch up the external sound. फिर हम बाद में कहते ओके ओके एक्चुअली मैंने सुना नहीं था या फिर मुझे सुनाई नहीं दिया था. ओके, so it is a known as a psychological hearing loss. It is a non-organic and unrelated to the detectable structure changes in the hearing mechanism. जबकि hearing mechanism में इसमें कोई भी changes नहीं है, no any deformity means no any functional deformity is there or any anatomical deformity. Okay, usually a manifestation of the emotional disturbance. And I told you now, if you are having any emotional disturbance, so for example, if you are crying, if you are having fear, if you are having anxiety, if you have any kind of a psychological problem, if you are depressed, okay, that time generally we are avoiding the external noise and all because we are concentrating on this particular thing, that emotional problems. Okay, that's why we are intentionally avoiding this thing. So generally we can say that also they're not utilizing the properly hearing. Okay, residual hearing gates. Then the degree of the hearing loss. The degree of the hearing loss, the first one is the hearing limit. So the normal hearing limits is 10 to 15 decibels as a normal hearing, then 16 to 25 decibels slight hearing loss, 26 to 40 decibel is a mild hearing loss, 41 to 55 decibel is a moderate hearing loss, 56 to 70 decibel is a moderate severe hearing loss. 71 to 90 decibel is a severe hearing loss. More than 90 decibel is a profound hearing loss. Okay, so now we discuss about the clinical manifestation. What will be happen if the person having a hearing loss, whether the conducting hearing loss, whether sensory hearing loss, whether the mixed hearing loss, whether the functional hearing loss. So first of all, the tinnitus. So what is the tinnitus? Tinnitus actually is a perception like the ringing kind of sound inside you have to feel. Okay. Um, Sometimes it is a cause of the age-related factor hearing loss, and sometimes any kind of the injury or the circulatory problem are arising. Okay, So due to of that, the patients are having some, they are complaining to you कि सर मेरे जो एयर है मुझे उसमें साउंड प्रोड्यूस होता है कि रिंगिंग साउंड सा प्रोड्यूस होता है ऑलवेज, मुझे हमेशा ये रिंगिंग साउंड सुनाई देता है. So it is a sign of the hearing loss by the conducting hearing, by the sensory hearing, by the functional hearing, by the mixed hearing. Okay, increased inability to hear when in a group. So generally, when we are discussing in a group, we are not able to properly communicate with the person because we are not able to catch the properly some what they are actually told. Okay, need to turn up the volume of the television. Okay, generally, when the television when we start when we open the TV, okay, when the television is a high sound, then only we have to concentrate on that volume. Socially withdraw because of the inability to hear. आप क्या करते हो, दूसरों से बात करना थोड़ा बंद कर देते हो या फिर सोशली डिस्टेंसेड हो जाते हो, आप उनसे दूरियां बनाने लग जाते हो. क्यों? बिकॉज आप उसे प्रॉपर्ली कम्युनिकेट नहीं कर पा रहे, क्योंकि आप प्रॉपर्ली उन्हें लिसन आउट नहीं कर पा रहे हो. ठीक है, बिकॉज ऑफ हेयरिंग लॉस. तो स्पीक क्लियर. सो स्पीक क्लियर मीन्स बिकॉज यू डोंट नो कि एक्सटर्नल जो वेव्स एक्सटर्नल साउंड है वो क्या है. तो जनरली जब दो लोग आपस में बातें करते हैं या फिर अनदर वन भी आपको लगता है कि नहीं दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट मी, आई थिंक बिकॉज मुझे वो प्रॉपर्ली सुनाई नहीं दे रहा. ठीक है, talking in a high volume. So जब भी those are having the hearing loss and hearing problems, especially you are seeing in the older age. तो जो older age के person होते हैं वो क्या करते हैं, high volume में बात करते हैं. They are generally a dominating person because उन्हें क्या करना होता है, अपनी बात को रखना होता है because उन्हें दूसरे को तो सुनाई नहीं देता. Therefore generally they are the dominating to another person. Okay. Then fatigue when listening to conversation or the speaker. दे आर वेरी टायर्ड अगर वो किसी से बातें करते हैं या किसी से कन्वर्सेशन करते हैं, क्योंकि उन्हें बहुत ही कंसंट्रेट होकर सुनना पड़ता है. जस्ट वेरी टायर्ड पर्सन बिकॉज हैविंग द हियरिंग लॉस प्रॉब्लम्स. ओके, they are having a more difficulty to speak and the conversation because they cannot be catch properly sound. Okay, tendency to dominate to conversation. I told you that the person who has having a hearing loss, they are always talking in a high volume, the high pitch. Okay, बिकॉज उन्हें सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है, तो उन्हें लगता है कि दूसरा भी इतनी हाई वॉल्यूम में सुन रहा है. देन सेकंड थिंग इज दे आर डोमिनेटिंग. वो अपनी बात को एंड करके देन दे आर गो बिकॉज दे नो ना कि उन्हें अगर दूसरा कोई बात करेगा तो उन्हें सुनाई नहीं देगा. ओके, so these are the manifestations, clinical manifestations, and now we will discuss about the how we will diagnose. So first of all, by taking the history, I told you the previously, the causes is the family history of the conducting hearing loss or the sensory hearing loss. Okay, so if the patient having any kind of the congenital problem, any the family history of the hearing loss, as well as we have to do the physical examination. So in the physical examination, we have to do the Weber test and the Rennie test. Okay, by the tuning fork. Okay, so in a small way, only I have give the description about the Weber and the Rennie test. Okay, at the end of this slide, I told you one small video regarding the how you will take the Weber test and the Rennie test. Okay, so the Weber test and the Rennie test we will take by the tuning fork to check the conductivity, hearing loss, or the sensitivity, hearing loss. Okay, then another one the otoscopy. By the otoscopy also we have to check any kind of the external abnormality, internal abnormality in the auditory metry. Also we have to check the sound wave. Okay, now the prevention. So how you will prevent generally the hearing loss? So first of all, you have to avoid the area with the loud persistent noise. Where the heavy noise is there, you have to avoid that area. Then another is the people working the loud noise. I told you that who are working in a coal mine and who are the plumber worker and another like musician and all. Okay, woodworking like musician, it should be wear ear protection to prevent the noise induce the hearing loss. They have to protect their ear. They have to apply some devices, so they have to protect the how high volume from their ear. Sorry, high volume. Okay, to keep the sound of the TV and the radio at the minimum level. As you have to generally just habitualize with the your TV sound. जब पर TV का sound है या फिर radio का sound है, वो क्या होना चाहिए, minimum होना चाहिए. It should not be the high sound. Okay. Then do not use the unprescribed medication because I told you now autotoxicity is there. So some medication are creating a toxin effect on the air. Okay. You don't, so without a doctor prescription, you should not use the any medication to avoid the long term use of the autotoxic medication. For example, if you're using any kind of the medication which are directly affecting the toxic effect on your ear, so what you have to do, you have to terminate, or you have to uh, you should not use this medication for a long time. You can take alternative medications rather than this medication which are taking a toxic effect on your ear. Okay, because it will be creating the hearing loss problem in a person. So in a medical management, if the hearing loss is permanently or untreatable, okay. So if the patient is elect not to be the treat and the oral rehabilitation may be the beneficiary. So what we have to do in the medical management, first of all, we have to find out the whether the patient having partial hearing loss, whether the patient having the complete and the full and the permanent hearing loss. So if the patient has the permanent hearing loss, we have it is untreated. So generally we have to treat it like the auricle and the rehabilitative may be the beneficiary for the patient. Okay. The auricle rehabilitation is I told you know before that auricle and rehabilitation will be the beneficiary. So the auricle rehabilitation means the hearing aid. आपने देखा होगा कि ओल्ड एज पर्सन होते हैं या फिर जो इवन दो इन द चाइल्डहुड एज आल्सो लेडीज में क्या होती है हेयरिंग लॉस प्रॉब्लम्स होती है even especially in the permanent hearing loss. For example, baby with a born with a low birth weight disease, baby जब born हुआ था उसका weight 2.5 से less था 50 hairs से उससे वो very teeny small hearing cell जो कि highly nerves में damage होने की वजह से babies को hearing loss problem होती है. So whatever the reason behind that the permanent hearing loss, you have to it's medical advice. So you have to use the hearing aid. So it is a device through which the speech and environmental sound are received by the microphone. ठीक है इसमें क्या होता है एक डिवाइस है जिसके थ्रू आपके एक्सटर्नल साउंड वेव्स हैं चाहे आपको बातें कर रहा है आपसे या फिर कोई एक्सटर्नल इन्वायरमेंट साउंड है वो आप रिसीव करते हो माइक्रोफोन से एंड कन्वर्ट टू द इलेक्ट्रिकल सिग्नल एम्पलीफाइड एंड रिकन्वर्ट टू द ऑटोस्टिक सिग्नल ठीक है और ये कन्वर्ट होते हैं आपके इलेक्ट्रिक सिग्नल से आपके ब्रेन में सिग्नल जो आते हैं then only you have to interpret the signals. Okay, so these are the hearing aids. So they are the generally we are using the three type of the hearing implantation aids. The first one is the cochlear implant. Second is the bone conductive device. Third one is the semi-implantable hearing device. So first of all, the cochlear implant. The cochlear implant is a small, complex electronic device that can help to provide a sense of sound to a person who is profoundly deaf or severely hard to hearing. Okay, so they're having a severe problem to hearing. They are using the cochlear implant. It is a small and the complex electronic device that can help to provide a sense of the sound to the person. Okay, like that. Okay. So the implant consists of the external portion of the cyst behind the ear and second portion that is a surgically placed under the skin. Okay. So first of all, there are the two devices here. The first device we place under the skin, second device under behind the ear. Okay, the device can provide a stimulus directly to the auditory nerve. Okay, so device can catch the external sound and directly to the send to the auditory nerve. Okay, the microphone is signal processor born outside the body, transmitted electrolyte stimuli to the implant electrodes. Electrical signals stimulate the auditory nerve fiber and then the brain where they are interpreted. Okay, so that means जो आपके एयरफोन है वो क्या करता है सिंगल जो सिग्नल है सिग्नल में सबसे साउंड वेव जो एक्सटर्नल साउंड है कोई बात कर रहा है कोई एक्सटर्नल साउंड हो रहा है किसी अदर थिंग्स का साउंड आपको आ रहा है वो सारे जितने भी साउंड होते हैं वो ट्रांसमिटेड होते हैं इलेक्ट्रिकल साउंड इलेक्ट्रिकल स्टिमुलाई होते हैं इसके बाद इलेक्ट्रिकल जो सिग्नल है दैट आर द ऑडिटरी नर्व फाइबर्स में वो जाते हैं देन उसके बाद ऑडिटरी नर्व फाइबर्स के बाद वो ब्रेन में जाएंगे ब्रेन में जाने के बाद वो इंटरप्रेटेड होंगे देन ओनली वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड द साउंड ओके now the bone conductor device which transmitted sound through the skull to the inner ear ठीक है इसमें क्या होता है आपके जो बोन कंडक्टिव डिवाइस है इसमें जो साउंड होते हैं थ्रू द स्कल टू द इनर एयर स्कल से इनर एयर के थ्रू क्या होता है साउंड ट्रांसमिट किए हैं आर द यूज पेशेंट विद द कंडक्टिंग हेयरिंग लॉस जनरली ओके so semi implantation hearing loss are the interrupt the force auditory under the skin into the skull and the external device worn above the ear not in the canal transmitted through the sound and the skin ठीक है so first we will see like the जो आपका था कॉकलियर इम्प्लांट में क्या था हमने एक वन जो डिवाइस था वो इनसाइड द स्किन, वन डिवाइस आपके बोन साइड में था, आउटसाइड द बॉडी ट्रांसमिटेड लेफ्ट टू राइट, behind the ear. Then this is a semi-implantation में क्या आपका inserted post articularly under the skin into the skull, and external device worn above the ear, not the behind the ear. Okay, and not in the canal transmitted through the sound the skin. इसमें क्या होता है, कैनाल के थ्रू साउंड स्किन नहीं जाता है, इसमें डायरेक्टली जो आपके इलेक्ट्रिकल डिवाइसेस हैं वो साउंड वेव कैच करता है और डायरेक्टली ब्रेन में क्या होता है, इंटरप्रेट होता है, देन you can hear the sound. So this is the same implantation hearing device. Okay. Now the other hearing aids like the invisible in the canal device, in completely in canal, in the canal device, in the ear device, receive in canal device, behind the ear device. So these are the other device we are also we are using for the hearing aids. Generally, we are using the three devices. The first one is the cochlear implant device, second is the bone conductive device, third one is the facial implantation hearing device. Okay. Now the what kind of the management we have to use? Management is correct the cause. First of all, we have to find identify what are the cause behind the hearing loss. Okay. Then we also treat the patient or teach the patient with reading. Okay, so अगर वो completely hair loss हो गया है तो हम patient को कहते हैं teach करते हैं कि वो lip reading करे. तो आपने देखा होगा जो deafness वाले deaf patients होते हैं वो easily lip reading कर लेते हैं. Okay. Sign language. They also using the sign language. Okay. Then visual indicators. Visual indicators means वो कुछ indicate करते हैं जिससे फिर कुछ भी ऐसा आपको सिंबल्स दिखाएंगे जिससे इसको इजीली आपको अंडरस्टूड जाएगा कि ये वो ये कहना चाहते हैं. ठीक है. या फिर वो मीन्स आप उन्हें कुछ ऐसा टीचिंग दोगे, विजुअल डिवाइस आप दिखाओगे जिससे फिर दे कि दे कैन इजीली अंडरस्टूड कि आप उनसे क्या कहना चाहते हो. ये एक्सटर्नल एनवायरनमेंट में जो साइन है वो दिस काइंड ऑफ साइन है. ठीक है. सो दैट आप टू पर्सन्स के बीच में इजीली जो है कन्वर्सेशन हो सके. Now I'll show you one video for the Weber and Winnie test. Okay, these are the tests. By that we have to find out whether the person having a conductive hearing loss, whether the person having a sensory hearing loss, whether the person having a mixed hearing loss, whether the person having a functional hearing loss. I told you the conductive hearing loss is a external pathway will not be captured properly, external sound waves. Okay, the sensory hearing loss when the canal, the air the sensory hearing loss damage your ear, ear means the inner ear, for example, your cochlear vestibules. Okay, then the vestibule cochlear is also your cranial nerve. I think these are five, six, seven, eight cranial nerve. It's your eight cranial nerve. Okay, so by this video you have to understand easily this Weber and Derrida.
So I'm going to stand behind you, place a finger in one ear, and into the other ear I'm going to whisper some numbers. I'd like you to repeat those numbers to me. Is that okay?
99, 72, 36, 45, 72, 31.
For the next part of the test, you will require a 512 or 256 Hertz tuning fork. To see which Hertz tuning fork you have, look at the base and the number will be located here. This is a 512 Hertz tuning fork. To activate the tuning fork, you should ping it like such, or you can tap it on your knee. The mastoid process can be located here. Where did you hear the sound best? Where did you hear the sound better first? I'm going to ping the tuning fork, place it on the centre of your forehead. Let me know where you hear the sound best.
In the middle.
Let me know where you hear the sound. I'm going to ping the tuning fork, place it on the centre of your forehead. Let me know where you hear the sound best.
In the middle.
So I hope you understand this paper and running test, okay? And then you can see that first they have to do the running test, then you have to do the paper test. In the running test, they have to use the tuning fork, okay? They have to check the sound by the pinching the two mouth, or rather by the like jerk in the knee side, okay, creating the sound. Then these sound first we have to place in the mastoid bone behind your ear. This is your bone conductions, okay. Then afterward the ear, okay. Afterward the near to the ear. If the ear is more, generally I in this.
Look at the base here. This is a tuning fork. You should ping it like such, or you can tap it on your knee.
They are creating the sound now. Now this is the ringing test.
The mastoid process
This is
can be
your mastoid
located
process.
here.
They have to place for the bone conduction. They have to see the bone conduction, ear and bone conduction. Normally,
Where
you
did
have
you hear
to
the
see the
sound
air
best?
is the more higher than the bone conduction. Air conduction is the bone. Abnormal is the air conduction is the more than bone conduction.
Where did you hear the sound better first?
So, if the bone conduction is greater than the air conduction, the bone conduction means जो आपके mastoid bone में लगाया गया था, okay? Bone conduction is the greater than the air conduction, indicate the potentially conduction weakness in the air. For example, आप ऐसा भी कर सकते हो, पेशेंट को आप काउंटिंग करने के बोले या फिर आप टाइमिंग देख सकते हो कि बोन कंडक्शन में कब तक आप पेशेंट को बिफोर टेकिंग द एग्जाम आप पेशेंट को बोलो कि जैसे ही आपको बोन में सुनाई बंद कम हो जाए वैसे ही आप क्या करना एयर में वैसे आप बता देना, ठीक है। तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं कि ट्यूनिंग फॉर्क में अपने साउंड प्रोड्यूस किया, साउंड प्रोड्यूस करने का तो मैस्टर्ड बोन में रखा, देन यू हैव टू चेक द साउंड, सॉरी चेक द टाइमिंग, ठीक है, कितने टाइमिंग किया उसे बोन में सुनाई दिया, देन उसके बाद पेशेंट को अगर नाउ अब उसे सुनाई नहीं दे रहा, देन आप उसको प्लेस करोगे अपने एयर पेशेंट के एयर की साइड में, ठीक है। फिर आप अगेन आप टाइम चेक करोगे, अगर पेशेंट का जो टाइमिंग है, अगर एयर कंडक्शन का जो टाइमिंग है एयर कंडक्शन का जो टाइमिंग है अगर वो क्या है नॉर्मल ज्यादा है बोन कंडक्शन से, सो दिस इज द नॉर्मल। अगर आपका बोन कंडक्शन यानी जो आपने मैस्टोइड बोन में रखा है उसका लेस है और एयर कंडक्शन का ज्यादा है, ठीक है, तो दिस इज अ नॉर्मल। और अगर आपका बोन कंडक्शन का ज्यादा है यानी कि जो आपने मैस्टोइड में रखा उसका टाइम पीरियड ज्यादा तक सुनाई दिया और एयर कंडक्शन का लेस सुनाई देता है, तो वो क्या है आपका कंडक्टिव वीकनेस है, ओके।
I'm going to ping the tuning fork, place it on the centre of your forehead. Let me know where you hear the sound best.
Now they are getting again the sound and placing the mid of the
In the middle.
head. The normal test sound is generally आपको middle में सुनाई देता है, ठीक है। तो in the abnormal Weber test, अगर normal Weber test है तो आपको both ear से same sound सुनाई देगा और same वॉल्यूम में सुनाई देगा, ठीक है, क्योंकि मिड में क्या किया है वो, अब क्या है तो फोरहेड में से प्लेस कर सकते हो, चाहे तो आपने मिड ऑफ हेड में से प्लेस कर सकते हो आफ्टर टेकिंग द साउंड। अगर आपको बोथ एयर से इक्वल अमाउंट ऑफ साउंड सुनाई देता है, दैट इज अ नॉर्मल, ओके। इफ abnormal, in an abnormal rubber test sound appear louder in a deep ear, अगर किसी एक ईयर में क्या है साउंड क्या है लाउडर पे ज्यादा हो रहा है और एक में कम सुनाई दे रहा है, तो लाउडर में क्या होगा आपका सेंसोरी हियरिंग लॉस है, एक में ज्यादा सुनाई दे रहा है एक में कम सुनाई दे रहा है, ठीक है, दिस इज अ सेंसोरी हियरिंग लॉस, ओके। Afterward, you have to thank the patient for the time, ensure they are comfortable, wash your hand afterward, okay? As the normal process, you can do in each and every process. Now, these are the nursing management. First, disturb sensory perception related to the hearing loss is evidenced by the disorientation to the time, pace, and restlessness and the altered behavior. Impaired communication related to the hearing loss. Disturbed body image related to the hearing loss. So these are the nursing diagnosis and the management. By the assessment, you have to check and create some intervention for the